This is the GV Podcast, a variety review podcast featuring two of the three idiots giving their thoughts on cartoons and anime. This is an opinion-based podcast, and there's no way we're saying our thoughts and opinions are objective. Keep this in mind and enjoy the show. Eren Yeager.
No.
Ben, you do it.
Me?
Yes!
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna do it well. Can't even do it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
that
okay.
means I did it better.
Yes.
Eren Yeager.
Broke the mic.
Hello, everybody! Welcome to...
Hello and welcome.
We're talking about the final part of this year of Attack on Titan. Because
Year is 2022.
Because we gotta wait a whole nother year for the finale, the true finale of Attack on Titan.
Yep.
I mean, I have to wait. Jinsu's already knows exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, but seeing the anime and seeing everything that happened in the anime, damn. I read the manga like when part 1 ended, and that's when I got caught up. And reading the manga and being like, holy fuck, they're gonna animate this? Oh, what are they gonna do when they animate it? And yeah, no, this is basically what I was expecting.
From Mappa, yeah. Jesus Christ. Mappa, I am feeling so bad for. Every time I hear about the stuff they... Yeah, they've got part 3 of the final season. They've got Chainsaw Man, which is still supposed to come out this year.
Oh.
And, oh god, wasn't there another one that was crazy? Jujutsu Kaisen. Which is getting a season 2.
Oh my god. Yeah, and they all look amazing and are animated amazingly, but then they're only one company, and it's like, oh my god.
Have you ever seen the images of the Mappa, the director? Like, have you ever seen what his face looks like?
How tired is he?
His bag eyes are so big.
His bag eyes are as thick as the mouse.
Oh my god. He's got bags on bags on bags.
Let's give non-spoiler thoughts. This is basically everything up to the finale. Your non-spoiler thoughts on Attack on Titan as a whole.
Oh my god! That's the best way to explain.
Solo dies.
Han Solo dies. The Death Star blows up twice.
Again.
But yeah, so basically, what this show has become is so different from what I was expecting. I was expecting this to be like a post-apocalyptic world where humanity's coming back and all that kind of stuff. Turns out, no, they're stuck on an island and all that kind of stuff. And here's the outside world and all that kind of stuff. No, you were in the cage and here's the rest of the world. Wow, that's insane. The storytelling has gone so above and beyond like the standard way, like the standard story where basically the hero is the hero and all that kind of stuff. This one, there's so many characters that are in the gray. There's no black and white. There's so much gray in this. And you're looking at it and you're just like, wait, who am I supposed to be going for here? And it's literally down to your own decisions to decide what labels everybody has. To me, I really don't see at first I was looking at Eren and I'm just like, he's not actually going to be doing this, right? And then turns out, yeah.
So let's go ahead and get out of the way. Here, let me summarize the story of season 1 through 3 of Attack on Titan. If you're not caught up, there were Titans. They attacked the wall.
We're attacking
the Titans. Turns out people can turn into Titans, including the main character.
Now we're fighting people.
The politics, and then
World War I.
We get the final reveal that this entire time, the sanction of humanity, the bastion of humanity that we've seen, is only like a part of it, a small part of it.
It's not the last bastion. It's more of like the prison.
It's the prison
of the world. Yeah,
it's Australia.
It's Australia. It's Australia. You got a license for that stabbing card?
Go figure that Australia is just filled with Eldians.
How else are they going to fight off the kangaroos and crocodiles?
Or the emus.
And the emus, yeah. Kevin.
Attack on Kangaroo.
Oh my god, I need a version of that now where it's just a kangaroo.
Season 4 has been the war between Paradis and the rest of the world. At least that's what it was set up as, until we get the reveal that the villain of the series now is Eren.
Dun dun dun! The kid that was very willing to kill people when he at a very young age turns out to be the bad guy.
And basically his entire thing is like, we found out way earlier, like season 2-ish, that he has the founding titan within him, where the whole thing of he's got a whole thing.
It's another way of calling it the King Titan, basically.
Basically.
Yeah, it can turn other people into titans, it can control mindless titans, it can erase memories, it can shit your pants, it can do your taxes.
My name is Eren Yeager, and I have shit all of your pants.
But the one exception is the fact that he can't use it because he has to be in contact with another titan user that is titan of royal blood.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, doesn't have to be user, but basically titan, royal blood, it just has to
be someone with royal blood.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, they don't have, because Historia. He was able to use it with her.
Yeah. When he got the fucking, what's it called? When that ceremony was it the meddling ceremony?
Yes, the meddling ceremony. Yeah.
I have no. Is that actually? I don't think that's what it's called.
I don't care.
Anyways,
I vaguely know what you're talking about.
So they got honored or whatever, and he touches her there, and then that's when he gets founder memories and I guess attack titan memories. I don't know.
He gets future memories.
Yeah. And then,
future memories.
Yes, that's what happens in the show.
Yep.
He got future memories.
That's how the attack titan works. And when Zeke grabs Eren's head at the end of the season, he's a human being. So, like, he's in his titan body, but there's only like half of him left, and he's a person. So
let's go ahead and
that's how
get this out of the way.
I feel like some of the powers are missing though.
Well, because
doesn't matter.
I don't. Can the founding titan harden?
No,
it can undo harden.
You can it can undo.
It was suggested in like season 3 that he got the hardening.
He got the juice.
Hardening juice.
But I'm asking about the founder titan itself. Eren getting the juice, anyone could have done that. Anyone could have gotten the steel juice and become hardening. But does the founder have that power too? Can the founder do that?
I don't think so. I think the founding titan is just really. I think it's just supposed to be like the leader titan. I think that's what it is.
I have no idea.
It's not supposed to be really attacking. It's more of like supposed to be on the back burner.
It commands the mindless titans.
So yeah, exactly. So it's not supposed to be able to fight. That's why this version of the founding titan is not fighting.
I'm gonna try to run through as quickly as possible the story of part 1 and 2 of season 4.
Yeah,
which was we start off in Marley, the opposite side of the ocean. We're away from the walls, and we're following this group of cadets by the name of Falco, Gabi, what's the term for expendable?
Expendable and roadkill and...
Roadkill. Very accurate. And we meet all these... the other two kids.
Yeah.
But we meet all these different people on the other side of the walls. We get to see they are human. Just like anybody else.
Yep.
And
more importantly, Eren gets to see that they're human.
Yeah, Eren had been seeing for all this time that they were human. The first time we meet Eren in the season is when there is this group of just people that are all messed up. One of them, missing a leg and missing an eye, is Eren disguising himself amongst the shell-shocked, basically.
And his entire thing is to get inside and basically become like he's able to see the world from the inside and find the Warhammer Titan.
He convinces Falco to send a letter to the walls, and it leads to this massive moment of the walls and Marley clashing in this horrific display where
in this pretty
numerous
awesome
people
fight.
Die.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome fight.
Yeah, it's a cool fight, but everything else is horrifying of the fact that there was, like, the first girl, like, one of the friends of the kids, one of the girls just full-on gets killed by a piece of rubble that lands right on her.
Pompeii style.
The other dude, who is expendable as well, he ends up getting killed when, as people are running away, they trample him.
Because they're running from the attack titan that's full-on set on killing everybody!
And so, this was the declaration of war between Marley and Eldia, and we go ahead and we keep following the main group. Oh, by the way, Potato Girl dies.
Don't put that aside.
just slide that.
Don't slide that in like that. Oh my god, you asshole!
Everybody hearing this doesn't already know that.
But Sasha had one of my favorite like stories throughout the entire series. Like looking back on everything that she was a part of, what she learned, how much of a warrior, farmer, hunter that she was, like trying to decide what she was and all that kind of stuff. I was really enjoying that journey. So the fact that she dies,
what made me laugh the most was the number of people that have been arguing of like, so there's only two sides to this and that's it, kind of thing. Of you either hate Gabi because she killed Sasha, or you hated Sasha so you don't care.
Oh, jeez.
That is legit what people have done.
People hate Sasha?
Yeah, no, apparently...
How?
There's just people that hated Sasha, and it's like, oh, well, she had no purpose to the story. It didn't matter.
Wrong.
Like, she was just... Her personality was Potato, that's it. And it's like, no!
You could argue that literally every other character besides Eren, Armin, and Mikasa were not...
Could be other expendable characters, but no. But this is kind of... Yeah. This is kind of where I want to bring up the... I want to bring up the argument that people have that about Eren and Gabi. Because Gabi is a character that everybody kind of has either you understand her or you hate her. I think there's no in between. Like, you understand what she is or you just hate her. And that's my whole thing, where it's like, okay, this is a character that has been growing up in the outside world. It's an interesting thing to see every world that is like condensed in and of itself will always have an Eren-like personality in it.
Yeah.
That, like, Eren, obviously, from the walls and all that kind of stuff, somebody's so ready to fight and ready to kill and all that kind of stuff, focuses that on the Titans. And then somebody from the outside world, Gabi, has that same amount, but towards the Eldians and all of the enemies of her nation. She has so much hatred inside of her that it's very obvious that, like, okay, so this is Eren from this place.
Yep.
Yeah, this is Eren with Marley's influence and propaganda growing up.
She is one of the characters that gets the most growth throughout the final season, and I find that very cool. Anyway, we leave Marley, and we have Gabi and Falco joining the crew, but because they're prisoners.
Yeah, because they instantly captured her for killing Sasha.
Yep. They return to the walls of Paradis, and we get to see, basically the best way to summarize the entire rest of that part of the season was a coup. It was another coup in the country where the Jaegerists, as they were called, ended up taking over the country, and it all led to all these different military officials that were not Jaegerist consuming some of...
some wine that was a gift.
What I forgot to mention earlier, Zeke, aka the Beast Titan, is apparently the brother of Eren.
The brothers.
Yep, they're brothers.
You can see the resemblance in their sadistic tendencies.
Yes. But what ended up happening is, because of the fact that he has royal blood, he's capable of turning people to Titans if they consume his spinal fluid. So he basically got every one of these people to drink the spinal fluid, and it leads to this whole thing where everyone is held hostage. There's a final battle between the scouts, or like basically everybody. Marley versus Paradis. This what's supposed to be the final battle, like to prevent the rumbling that's supposed to happen, and they fail. They just fail.
Yeah.
Everyone gets turned into Titans.
There's this crazy... Yeah, the Titans come out, so it's like almost... It's like a kind of like, the Titans are back sort of thing, which is kind of cool.
Goodbye, Pixis.
And then, but the major
and also
thing...
very cool guy who was trying to protect Falco and Gabi.
Yeah.
That was messed up.
The major thing that was happening was that Eren and Zeke were trying to come in contact with each other because the fact that Zeke has the royal blood and Eren has the founding Titan. So Eren was trying to do everything he can to get to Zeke so that they could work together. That Zeke thought he was able to convince Eren to start the euthanization plan. English, not my first language.
Yes, it is.
It is your only language.
It is my only language, but therefore I fail at it.
Yes, but yeah.
But so he does that, and I'm gonna retell this. I'm the one who watched it for the first time.
Go right ahead.
Because
and then Jinzu gets to handle the description of the rumbling,
where basically they like that's the plan. So Aaron's just like, yeah, we'll definitely be doing that. I swear. And finally, the only way after Gabi shooting off Aaron's head with an anti-tank rifle, Zeke is able to catch it, and that takes them to one of my favorite places of the entire show. The, like, internal world of Eldia, where it's the giant tree and, like, the dune deserts.
The coordinate.
There we go, that's a cool name. Where basically we finally learn the backstory of Ymir, the first Titan. The ancestor to all of Eldia.
Should we give that to Jinzu?
Do you want to talk about how they got Titans?
No.
Okay. Okay.
So Ymir was basically just a regular slave that
don't get too detailed.
she got really happy when the king got married and he kissed his wife, and then she was like, "Wow, that's cool. I want that." And then she let out some pigs. And then they chased her down, shot her with a couple of arrows, and she fell into a tree. But it was the world tree, Yggdrasil, for some reason. And then Needhog. Wait, what the fuck are we talking about?
So yeah, she was trying to escape the people from shooting her with arrows. She falls into a lake, and this weird thing,
like a centipede creature,
yeah, like blesses her with the power to turn into the first Titan. And obviously, she was used as like a soldier of the place that like had her, and the king was just like, "Ah, yes, you're very good, so therefore you're gonna be my new wife." Then she dies.
Oh no!
13 years later, after giving birth to 3 children, she dies. Oh, what were the name of the 3 children?
I can't remember all the names, but I know one of them's Rose.
Rose, Maria, and Sina.
Sina, yeah.
Rose,
the names of the walls! The names of the walls were Ymir's kids. And that's how, and this was, since she's the first Titan, they had no idea how it all worked. And yet they found out that consuming the spinal fluid transfers the powers!
It wasn't...
And basically that begins the whole line of succession of the founding Titan, and then eventually they made all of the other different types of Titans. It's just not a fun time, and going down the line and all that kind of stuff. And then we find out that Ymir herself, the reason why the royal person is in charge of everything, basically, is not because they're in charge. It's because they have like an emotional like ancestor that forces her to do everything. That like it's Stockholm syndrome, where the person that held her in captivity, she does everything for, and therefore their descendants and all that kind of stuff, she does everything for.
Well, it wasn't because it's not entirely because of that. It's because King Fritz, the one that grabbed everyone and fled to the island.
Yeah.
He was the one who made the vow.
Well, he made that vow that made sure that the founders always
did what he wanted.
No,
not what Ymir wanted.
That it made the people, not Ymir.
No, her actions for thousands of years. No, that was because of the fact that she was for so long basically treated as like the mule of the king.
Yeah. That
she just continued to be the mule of the king for over 1,000 years.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then that 100 years was basically, okay, royal bloodline, I am not going to commit to war. I'm not going to commit war.
Yeah, so yeah, this vow, so therefore Ymir had to follow that vow.
Well, what ends up happening is, another thing we found out before finding out the background of Ymir was we got this whole flashback to the life of Grisha. And we're like, ooh, this is really interesting.
Aaron's father.
We get to see, yes, Grisha Jaeger, the father of both Aaron and Zeke, and we see his life all throughout when he was in the walls. And the entire time, Zeke, like, yes, look, he's forced you to be just like him. Look, he's forced you just to be like him. And then Eren reaches into his pocket and pulls out an Uno reverse card and says, "Ha! I brainwashed my dad." And it's like, wait, what?
And then turns out the combinedness of the Founding Titan looking back through time to show him everything, combined with the Attack Titan's ability to see back through all of its predecessors.
And the people of the future.
And the people of the future. And basically, it allows Eren to talk to his father and basically be like, come on, I know you have to do this.
The sky!
That basically means kill children, eat them, and give me the powers.
Do it.
It's some crazy double... It's like a double negative, but it still happens.
And it was nuts. Like
to find out that Eren was never, ever the good guy.
He was never brainwashed by his father. His father was brainwashed by him.
Yeah.
That's insane. What ends up happening is Eren manages to convince Ymir to go on his side instead of the whole idea of, let's euthanize everybody. No, he goes, let's go ahead and just...
Do the rumbling.
Do the rumbling. Oh, what is the rumbling? All the walls crack. Colossal titans of an undetermined number
I'm guessing.
begin to walk and begin to crush the earth beneath them.
Yeah, they start marching off of Parody Island, where the walls are, and basically its entire buildup of, oh god, they're going to all of the world to crush the entire world.
So, we'll basically end the whole summary with a description of the teams, essentially. In one corner is
Eren,
the founding titan Eren Yeager.
And nobody else.
Well, and about 50 million colossal titans. Holy shit.
And Flock.
In the other corner, we have the original squad. You know, Mikasa, Armin, Horseface, Jean, I know.
Sean.
Sean.
John.
I always say Jean. I don't know
why.
I don't know why.
It's just the American version of the name.
You wearing some jeans?
Connie, a bunch of the Marlians, which included
Got it.
Magath, Reiner.
Oh, and Annie.
Annie was included.
Yeah,
also,
she's
best
back.
character of the entire series.
You can do it.
Her name is gone.
You can do it.
I gotta get...
You can do it.
Was it Hitch? No, it wasn't Hitch. No, Hitch was good. Hitch was good.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
I can remember.
Cart Titan's real name.
You can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it. What
I remember something that Duke doesn't! I remember!
What was her name? What was her name?
What was it?
Finger. Peak!
There you go. There you go. Peak finger.
How did that help me? Just finger. Peak!
Yeah, because
That's all it takes.
How did I not remember peak character design?
Peak finger.
How did I not remember peak character design?
There you go.
Okay, yeah, peak. Best character ever. Just
Except having the worst Titan.
no, actually, I really do like the...
Disagree.
I
really
hate the
do
cart
like-
Titan. I hate the look of the cart Titan.
Oh, that's
You know
what
what? We'll get into that whole discussion of the Titans in a minute.
Yeah.
Because each of them has a unique design, and I want to get that talked about. But all these different forces of like characters that we've known for years now are going to be fighting the main character.
They're going to be fighting the antagonist, who we thought was the protagonist,
Holy shit,
but was
they have
actually the antagonist.
They have to use the power of friendship against the main character.
Yeah. And the main character has the gun.
Imagine the Z Fighters fighting Goku.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
Goku Black?
Yeah.
No,
Hold
that Goku.
Hold your fire! This man isn't black! What? What?
But anyway, yeah, that's what we have set up for next year.
Yeah.
As of recording.
I have to wait a year. Jinzu and Duke already
He
know the
doesn't have
ending.
to wait a year. He is willingly choosing to wait a year by not reading the manga. 2022.
Exactly.
So, now that we've got the description of everything that has happened and what do you expect?
They're gonna get to Eren and they're gonna be like, "Hey, you're being a bad guy," and he's like, "No!" And then he blows up.
Is that actually your...
No, what is your guess of like what
They're
are
gonna
they
go
do?
into his brain. Like they're not gonna physically fight him. They're gonna be physically they're because they can't win a physical fight against him. So they're gonna go internal brain world.
Okay. Don't spoil shit.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking. They're gonna go into. They're gonna go into his brain.
Shinzu back.
They're gonna go into. They're gonna go into that desert world with the Yggdrasil tree, with the Erd tree, and they're gonna be like, Eren, stop, and he's gonna be Kid Eren, so they have to fight and kill Kid Eren in his brain.
And then he's gonna release his Bankai, and he's gonna kill them with the Kamehameha.
And then he's gonna send off
Kamehameha.
He's gonna send him off with the Kamehameha. He's gonna use the Kamehamehas.
So, yeah, we can't. Jinzu and I can't make predictions, obviously, because we know what's happening.
You already know what's happening, but yeah. So that's my guess.
Oh Lord!
But my actual understanding is that I am wrong, and I will never get it.
You're a big wrong, stupid poo poo head.
Why
my predictions.
Why is that what I have to be for getting it wrong?
My predictions are Eren's going to kill everybody.
Eren's gonna
everyone dies. Eren wins. Everyone dies.
And then Eren dies.
And then Eren just goes, now be done. And he just falls apart.
Yeah, it's just like, now that everybody's dead, now I die.
And then he's gonna ult it for himself.
He's got ulted for it? He just clips out. He's like, he's in the stance of the Founding Titans, and he's just like, I did it.
He just raises up and goes to the Mars.
Into a new world.
Now to restart
everything.
So, okay.
I don't know about this, Eren. Starting the rumbling doesn't sound like a good idea.
Favorite moment from...
How about chili dog, little buddy?
Favorite moment... Favorite moment from season 4, part 1 and 2.
Oh, literally the last episode that we literally just watched, when everybody's just having a good time and not trying to kill anybody.
That was heartbreaking when they animated it. It was already sad in the manga, and now it's just painful.
It's just, that's what I'm just thinking about now. Like, when I think about Attack on Titan, I think about that scene now, because it makes me feel good.
It is the last...
And that's the last episode of the 2 parts of the final season.
So one of my favorite moments, I'll be 100%, was the starting of the rumbling.
Oh.
That was the coolest thing ever.
With the walls coming down. Oh.
They made it sick.
Not just that. It was even just the beginning of that where...
Watching Eren erupt as the founder.
His eyes just... And then they just quickly turn, and shooting out of him is his spine.
Yeah.
As he just grows into the founding Titan Eren. And it's like, good lord, this is awesome.
Good lord!
What about you, Jinzu? What was your favorite part from this 2/3 of the final season?
My favorite part?
Yeah.
My favorite part is when Gabby fucking gets the gun and she shoots Eren's head off and it goes,
well, you know what? Fair. I liked that too.
I think she actually shoots his neck off by the fact that his head is intact.
She shot it for his nape, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the fact that his head just goes woo! Woo! And then it starts everything.
Yeah, and then everything happens.
In the manga, that scene is directed so much better. Not directed, but
shown.
It's formatted, or I forgot the word for it just now. But yeah, it's just paced better. Not paced better.
What are you trying to say?
Directed.
The scene, the paneling is better.
Formatted.
It's storyboarded better. That's what I wanted to say. Comic Sans. Papyrus.
Was that a Sans Undertale reference?
Shut up! Anyways. It's storyboarded a lot better because you see a very good close up of Gabby as she's pulling up the gun about to shoot Eren, as opposed to whatever the fuck they had in the show. I forgot. But
did you miss that?
No, I saw it, but I forgot how they had it in the show. It
closed in on her as he's running, and then all of a sudden you see her in the background. He turns, it closes in on her, and she just.
It's like my interaction with Bigfoot the other day.
I'll show these two idiots a comparison, and they'll know what I'm talking about.
We'll see it.
It was literally a 1-to-1 when I met Bigfoot the other day. He was running through the woods, and I was standing there with the anti-tank rifle.
You were sitting there with your anti-Titan rifle.
And I was just like, he's gonna be here any second. Yes! Get him!
So...
And I sat there alone in the trees waiting for him, like...
Now that we've got our...
And then you hear the shot in the distance, and you're like, he got him instead of me.
I've asked you guys what your favorite moments were.
Yeah.
Now, I want to get your question, the question of 2. Who was your favorite character? And who was your favorite Titan?
My favorite
Design-wise.
Favorite character
is Mikasa.
Understandable.
Mikasa. My favorite Titan is...
I like Reiner.
My favorite Titan was... you know what? The one we didn't talk about yet. The Falcos. The new Jaw Titan.
Yeah. Yeah, thing that I didn't mention was Falco, after being transformed into a Titan in the most sad scene ever of his brother holding him up like, don't worry, I'm not going to let you go. Gone. Transforms, goes off and eats Galliard, the previous Jaw Titan, who also looked really cool in my opinion.
Yeah, I like that Jaw Titan.
I like the metal jaws, basically.
Yeah, but this one is a very animalistic, like, falcon bird Jaw Titan. I really like it.
Which, somebody said this online, and I thought it was really funny, because twice in this season, like this half of the season, we have moments of characters having, like, massively, just their face being blown off, basically.
Uh-huh.
And somebody decided to come forward and say, between Armin and Galliard, how is it that Mappa managed to make these two characters with half a face look hot as hell?
No. Like in the attractive way or the crispy way?
Don't worry. No, dude, I'm not even gonna lie. When I saw Galliard, I was like, that looks cool. When I first saw him in the manga, like,
he's hot!
I had only seen his death. I had only seen, like, that, like, it looks like I was the better man after all kind of image.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I saw. I didn't realize he was walking. And so when I see him walking out, just looking like that, I was like, that is the coolest looking thing ever. That is insane. That is a cool death.
Alright, Jinju.
And then Armin. God, that moment.
Jinju, favorite character?
Shit. I honestly don't know. This is gonna sound lame, but I really like Eren.
Like his, like people are always like, for liking villains and all that kind of stuff. Like certain villains with like twisted senses, like a twisted moral compass and all that kind of stuff. But I think it's quite alright to like those kind of characters. I think it's quite alright.
I also really
to like a non-conventional character.
I also really like Erwin Smith. I think actually no, I changed my answer to Erwin Smith. I like Erwin Smith. That character is bad. Oh, this season. Yeah, Erwin Smith. This season?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, I didn't think about that.
You can say Gene.
Yeah, I was gonna say John.
Probably
Jean.
You just said Gene again.
I did.
Probably Jean or this season. What happens again this season?
When they go to Marley and Eren kills all of the generals and leaders in the Warhammer Titan, they go back to Parody. Eren is arrested. The Titans come back. Eren and Zeke
You saw where it ended.
Come together, and
okay, so just
the rumbling starts.
Right. So that's where the season started. So just within this season, who's my favorite character?
Yes.
John.
Onya Capone.
Onya Capone!
Onya Capone!
Onya Capone!
Onya Capone is the best!
Favorite Titan?
Yeah.
Founding?
Nah.
Eren Founding?
Eren Founding is pretty cool. My favorite Titan is... I think the Jaws Titan is pretty cool.
Falco's Titan?
Falco or Galliard?
I meant the Galliard brothers.
Oh, yeah.
The Galliard brothers have a really cool Titan.
Which, yeah, Galliard brothers being basically the same but with different hair color, that was... I was fine with that. Yeah. It made me laugh a little.
It makes sense. It makes sense they're brothers, so it makes sense that their Titan is basically the same Titan, but different hair.
Genetically the same, with the same powers.
Yeah. And then,
Falcos.
yeah, I think my favorite Titan of this season was for sure the Warhammer. I think the Warhammer is probably the coolest Titan just in general, because you just make weapons, and I think that's so cool.
I think it's cool, but it's just design-wise, I don't like it.
I actually think the armor is cool. I think for a modest, like it's a woman who's the Titan too, so her being a more modest and slender.
Peak character design?
No.
No.
But it looks very confined, very reserved, like the character. So I think it makes sense. I think the Titan should always be a reflection of the shifter.
Well, if you put it like that, when you have logic into it,
now you have to like it.
Now you have to.
Okay,
like
so anyway, my favorite Titan is just Peak. No, it's just Peak.
No,
not when she's transformed. No, it's just Peak. I want Colossal Peak.
Mount Lady Peak.
Mount Lady.
Mount Lady Peak.
Mount Lady Peak.
I want that is my your fault, Jinsu. That is your fault for doing that.
I want my sleepy, tired, black-haired girlfriend. Man, come on.
I know you're out there. Wake up!
You've seen those images of like. You've seen that image of like the short girl being lifted up by the tall girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just that with me, but Peak.
She's definitely taller than you.
I'm saying I want her to be that.
Oh.
Mount Lady Peak!
Duke, she's picking you up. Okay.
Duke desires an Amazon.
Well, we just finished watching Justice League, so yeah.
Yeah, so everybody...
But Wonder Woman isn't a tall Amazonian.
She's pretty tall in this! Yeah.
No, that's the funny thing. She's the same height as the other two guys, but she wears high heels.
So it kind of counts.
No.
Kind of counts.
No, if a guy wears high heels and he's the same height as every other guy not wearing high heels.
Especially with how much taller she is than the other women who are also wearing high heels.
So,
yeah, keep it.
Do you have a question for us, Mayhem?
Yes, I have a question.
Oh no.
Where do babies come from? I mean,
So when Ymir forms the sand...
You need to stop.
Where's my dick at? That's my favorite video, by the way.
What Titan power would you want?
Warhammer.
What, you would want Warhammer?
Or I would want,
Okay, I pull up.
The what?
Armor Titan.
The armor, either
or Warhammer.
You want either a lot of defense or a lot of offense. Okay, alright. Duke, what type of Titan do you want?
Colossal. I want a nuke. Wait, what? No, I would 100% go Colossal just because of, like, let's say I'm in this world, like, of Attack on Titan.
You don't want anybody coming near you.
No, it's just, look, it's the Colossal. Quick, gang up on him.
Everybody's dead. I would choose the Attack Titan because...
Do the pop noise.
But yeah, I would choose the Attack Titan because I just like the... Like, it's basically like a berserker, basically.
You know what the scary point is for you?
Basically.
You know what the scary point would be for you?
Yeah.
Seeing into the future and the point when the future stops. That's the most terrifying...
Flying cars! We're all dead.
No, that's the thing that's terrifying about future seeing powers, especially.
Yeah.
When you see the end.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the only power of the Attack Titan is being able to see the future.
Here's the thing.
Or like seeing the memories of previous and future.
And getting the experience of them.
So, yeah, but that's it.
It's like Excalibur.
Excalibur?
Because that's like the whole thing with Excalibur is that like all of the... Like that's like kind of what a secondary lore to Excalibur is that all of the past users pass down their knowledge of sword wielding to the next person.
Uh-huh.
So
that's kind of like how I see it.
I've got to say, the best description of what I'm talking about I've seen is imagining the future as like a roll of film.
Yeah.
And then you see the cutoff tag of the film.
I mean,
it's just like, what is that?
I mean, I've read Revelations, so...
I'll tell you right now, I hate that idea of, like, seeing the future. Like, I've always had a, like, massive fear of the future. And just, like, if I was able to see into the future, I would hate everything about it.
I would see it and just be like, oh, okay.
That is the future.
That's the future. Yeah, that's my whole thing, is that it's just, okay, this is how it ends. Here you go. And I'm just like, okay. So that's how long I have.
Final thoughts before we get ready to wait a full year to say goodbye to this franchise. Final thoughts.
If anything happens to Mikasa, I'm not looking at either of you guys. If anything happens to Mikasa and Mikasa dies for any reason, I'm going to flip everything. I'm going to... I will smash Jinsu's head in. If that happens, I will do it.
Mikasa... I don't think anything bad happens.
That is my hope. That nobody lays a finger on her.
She dies to death.
She dies to death. She dies to death.
No, what ends up happening is somebody lays a finger on her, and then Peek is just like, "Here, let me get up."
Someone's gonna lay a finger on her, and Aaron's gonna be a good guy again for like 5 seconds.
What?
Someone's gonna lay a finger on her, and Aaron's gonna be a good guy again for like 5 seconds, and then go back to being the bad guy.
He's gonna Darth Vader. They're gonna Darth Vader it, where he's just like, I'm good now for these last 5 seconds. Also, I'm dying.
So now to ask Jinzu, thoughts on the series as a whole. Your final thoughts before we get ready to wait a year to say goodbye.
Y'all ain't seen shit yet.
You ain't even prepared, and it's like, correct.
My final thoughts. I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Also, what about that female Titan and you saying that what happens if a guy gets it? I'm very scared about that. What is that? If you want to see more of our content, you can find our YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter on our linktree at linktr.ee/greenvillains. That's linktr.ee/greenvillains.